Hi, my name is Olivia Landsman, and this is my creative critical reflection for my final project. Today, we'll be addressing my final project and certain choices I made while creating my magazine. To start off, the title of my magazine is Relatable. My groupmates and I came up with this name after deciding that we wanted to create a magazine that targeted teens like ourselves. My inspiration really stemmed from magazines like Teen Vogue and 17. When you walk into a store and are looking through magazines at the checkout counter, I really wanted my magazine to stand out if it was placed there. Rather than take pictures in front of the screen with a professional camera, I brought my model, Carly, to a neighborhood park and took pictures with an iPhone camera. I think this really challenged the conventions of a normal magazine because these pictures were taken in a place where dogs are walked and people are driving by. I made this decision because I once again wanted my magazine to be relatable. Most normal teens don't have the opportunity to take a professional photo shoot. However, they can go to a public park with friends. I wanted them to look at my magazine and picture themselves at a park drowned in denim, my main subject. My magazine clearly represents social groups in this instance. It depicts a normal teen dressed in a simplistic outfit in a real-world location. Throughout the creation of my magazine, I learned a lot. Not only did I become an expert with websites such as iPicky and Magster, but I also discovered how important research can be. When I first looked at the rubric for this project, the first thing that came to my mind would be that I would have to learn Photoshop and play around with the fonts to capture my vision. I did not consider how much research would need to be put into this project. I went to stores and bought magazines like Teen Vogue and 17 and looked through them for about a week, trying to find my vision for this magazine without replicating these already published ones. I wanted to capture my vision perfectly, which I have to say changed over the course of time. At first, my groupmates and I decided to make our magazine a monthly subscription, each of us choosing a month to create. I first chose January and was planning on creating a New Year's theme magazine. However, this is not the approach that I took at all. Rather, I chose something that I was intrigued by, denim. While this may just seem like a piece of fabric, it turned out to be so much more for me while creating this project. I realized how many different genres and choices of denim there are to choose from skirts to vests to button-down shirts. This was the message that I wanted to send to my readers when they looked at my two-page layout. Let's start with my two-page spread and work our way backwards. I wanted them to see not just a simple clothing item, but a whole closet full of different looks and styles. I wanted them to go out and fill their closets with denim, and yes, more denim. I wanted to create an eye-catching title for my two-page spread. At first, none of the fonts were intriguing to me, so I created my own. From the pictures I took at the photo shoot, I cropped a piece of a denim skirt and wrote each letter of the word denim on the same picture. D-E-N-I-M, denim. I wanted this word to be bold and be the first thing people looked at when they turned to the page. This was by far the hardest page to create. I think I changed the format about 6 times before I landed on my final product, which I am extremely happy with. Here's where my production skills truly developed. I went from throwing pictures on a page and playing with fonts to cutting out each photo precisely and creating my own font. I also challenged conventions when I displayed quotes from my model and wrote teen, Carly Udine. While most magazines quote celebrities, icons, and experts, I wanted some of my readers to relate to this. I wanted a teen's words to inspire readers' fashion choices rather than see someone they see and hear from the public eye every day. Now, if you flip back one page, you will see my photo of the month spread. To be honest, I didn't come up with this idea until after I took my pictures. After looking through 500 pictures of the same person over and over again, I landed on this one picture that I fell absolutely in love with. It seemed creative to me and different. While the focus of this picture is on the sunglasses, I wanted to throw in a different approach than most features would. I gave my model sprinkle lips, which yes, seems silly and like a goofy idea, but turned into an eye-catching, bold picture. I again challenged normal conventions with this picture and the photo of the month concept. I knew this picture had to be featured in my magazine, and while it did not go along with the denim feature and fit into my cover correctly, I had to make a spot for it. This is where the photo of the month feature came into play. Again, I had not planned to do this. Go back one more page and you will see my table of contents. Again, this idea came to me after looking through the pictures I took. This photo caught my eye, and even more so in black and white. It was so different and almost looked graceful to me. It was just a pretty picture and had to be featured somewhere in my magazine. I made my table of contents simple because I wanted the picture to stand out and catch readers' attention. Now let's flip back to the cover. Again, the park setting challenges conventions. I chose different fonts for each cover line because I wanted to show that each feature and subject is unique and completely different. The magazine is not only a fashion magazine, even though my 2-page spread is about a fashion choice. It is a lifestyle and fashion magazine that teens can turn to for, yes, fashion tips, but also advice and ways to get through everyday teen life, because of course it can be very hard. It is relatable. While at a first glance, magazines and pieces of media can seem eye-catching and pretty, I realize that everything is there for a reason. I now see that there is a why behind every single placement, font, picture, and item on every single page. That every subject is placed exactly where it is for a reason. This is my creative critical reflection. Thank you for listening.